Do you know how we start?
We all say the.
We try to, yeah.
And welcome
to the 𝗵𝗶𝗀𝗶𝘀𝗶 Preach the Dad podcast, episode 17. He's.
Yeah. I thought you lipped the episode number so then you can.
Well, that sounded really creepy on the.
Tom is just. Tom's just committed to episode 12 from now on. I've noticed from the last like 5.
This is 3 in a row of episode 12.
This is episode 12.
So
it's really 17.
Yeah.
Yes, but be sure to follow, and subscribe anywhere you get your podcast.
Share
and YouTube.
And our mission statement. This is getting lengthy. Our mission statement is dads talking to dads to learning to be better dads.
And you want us to say all that with you?
No, yeah.
We already missed it.
We already did it.
All right,
Robert.
I'm pumped to be here, guys.
I'm stoked.
This is awesome. I've been looking forward to it.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to this one too. I wanted to start. I know Robert a little better than Reeves. I've gotten to know Reeves well too. And when I thought about this, I just mentioned to you before. There's been times in real estate where we don't work for the same office at all. I know you worked with builders, and I've had questions that I thought you might have the answer to. And I could think of 2 instances where you went in great detail to help me through these questions so I can serve my client. And I just think of you as someone who looks to be helpful to other people. And I'm glad someone like that is raising children.
Yeah.
We need more of those.
Yeah.
Like Schwarzenegger put out a book a couple years ago, Be Useful. That's what his dad used to always say to him.
Yeah.
And I think big Schwarzenegger fan. I bring him up a lot.
Yes, you do.
That's awesome. I'm glad I could help, and that's what's been on my heart lately too, is kids. I mean there's a lot of kids growing up in some tough situations in this town, and we're trying to figure out what to do to help. And this podcast is all about that. So maybe other dads hearing us talk about that will make them step their game up a little bit. Not that we're perfect.
Yeah. No, not at all.
Yeah.
Far from it.
I've been nailing it.
Yeah.
1 out of 4.
It's going so good. You were like, let's have another.
Yeah. No, we did not plan that, but we're very, very happy that Michael's coming. So
How old are you?
I'm 44, but I'm going to be 45 before Michael gets here.
So I'm 42 with a 2-month-old.
Yeah.
It's the real deal.
So we're the exact same age, Tom, because I'm 44. I'm going to be 45 in November.
November what?
18th.
Oh, 2nd. That would have been cool. I wanted to do it at the same time. Yeah.
16 days apart.
Yeah. So as your senior.
That's right.
I think
Teach me, wise one.
I'm not looking forward to being a 45.
The no sleep in the 40s is tough.
Well, my first one I was 41.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So you kind of already
tough.
know. It's tough.
It's tough at any age.
Yeah. How old are you?
34.
34.
It's been killing me for years.
I mean, I wasn't sleeping at 34, but that was for different reasons.
My wife told me she had a dream last week that we were pregnant, and she's 45, I'm 44, and it was a dream, thankfully, and she was like, we couldn't figure out what to name the kid, and I was like, that's definitely not going to be the worst of our problems if you end up pregnant.
Yeah, like grandson. That's what you mean.
Yeah, exactly.
You're closer to that at this point.
I am.
So, well, another thing we like to start off, I think we got off with a good laughing, but we like to do This Week in Dadding.
Oh, yeah.
So you start off.
I'll start it off.
Yeah.
I actually had, this is kind of dadding, but it's also kind of just Florence.
Mm-hmm.
My kids aren't in high school yet, but I went to a listing today, and it happened to be one of my old PE teachers.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought that was kind of a cool full circle moment. Like, I was younger, obviously back then. And
I hope so.
She remembered exactly who I was. I mean, she's probably had thousands of students come through there. And
Were you like 6'5" in middle school?
No, I wasn't. I was like 6'1". But I told a story about here that one of the coaches that was one of the PE teachers used to make a list of all the kids that didn't dress out in their gym class, and she would give me that list to hit them with dodgeballs.
You could really sling them.
But that was in like 2009, and that was a good work ethic thing. Like be
can't
held
do that
accountable.
anymore.
You can't do that anymore. That would 1000% be bullying.
That's so unfair.
But I love
Yeah.
that I grew up in that time.
You were at Southside Middle?
I was at West Florence.
West Florence. You were at West Florence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm telling that because it's positive, because the negative side of my This Week in Dadding is we're trying to get Harper off the bottle right now, and dear God.
That's a tough one.
Spawn
Yeah.
of Satan. Spawn of Satan.
yeah.
What's Harper's birthday?
April 10th.
April 10th. All right, so
So
Amelia's-
2023. So.
Yeah, Amelia, I think, is like 9 months older than her, and that's a tough one
Dude,
to get through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we were like, I mean, surely she'll just swap it out with a different cup.
It's not. Yeah.
She's done like the Emily Rose, like that whole dude. It's been rough.
Are you a let her cry dad?
I don't have a choice. So I mean, I would if I was like given the option to just let her, but I'm like manhandling her the whole time because, like I said, she's like stiffening up. She's like rigor mortis.
You just put her down on the couch and say, well, your bottle's over here, or your new cup is over here. When you're
Oh, she throws it. She throws the cup. She throws everything.
She will get over it.
Yeah.
I know.
She will get over it.
I was thinking it was going to be like a couple days because we were holding on. We still let her have it after all the surgery and stuff. 'Cause
Right.
We just wanted her to be like
Yeah.
at peace.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we decided that was what we were going to start doing like a week before we found out she really had to have like pretty extensive surgery.
yeah.
So then it was like, crap, we got to take like a step back.
yeah. But,
And so now we're,
and she thinks she won the argument when you took a step
oh,
back.
100%.
Right.
Oh, yeah. She's like,
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
need to
that-
cry a little more.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what's so tough about kids is they're smart.
yes.
And they can work
That's a
circles
nice way to
around
say
us.
manipulative.
There you go.
Yeah, they catch on to little things quickly, and they catch on to patterns and results.
The saying
Yeah.
she's got right now is when you try to give her a different cup, she's like, I don't want it. I don't want it. You're just like,
I sing Rolling Stones, "You Can't Always Get What You Want" to my daughter all the time.
that would result in her punching me.
She's not a Stones fan?
No, I just any speaking of you can't have this. If I had to say it, I'm already like taking it away from her. If I gotta like talk trash in her face,
No, but you gotta like sing it.
I don't think that would.
I wonder
suit
if
her.
you make the whatever's in the bottle taste kind of nasty.
That's what I told Sam.
And then she's like, "Oh God, I don't." You know,
I told her we need to mix
Yeah.
Propel in it so it tastes sour. all
just
the
change
time.
it a little
You know
bit.
that thing for fingernails to get kids to stop biting their fingernails?
Oh yeah,
Put it
yeah.
on the nipple of the bottle.
I thought the old school way was to get your kids to dip their fingers in poop. Isn't that what?
Most kids
that
will do
old
that on
school?
their
My
own.
parents
I
are
don't
mean.
think so. I don't
Yeah.
think, I don't think so. Yeah.
Kathy.
Okay, so that was my week.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happened with you this week?
Yeah, so I've got a 20-year-old, I've got a 16-year-old, I've got a 15-year-old. And so 16 and 15 go to West Florence. This week was homecoming. So I'm going to go a little bit deeper, a little bit heavier.
All right.
So they had a homecoming dance, and my 15-year-old took this young girl, first date. You know, they're not dating. I don't even know what they call it these days, but whatever they are. They went out,
Your
and they
15-year-old's a son?
15-year-old son,
20 is a boy or girl?
boy,
Boy,
girl, boy.
girl, boy. Okay.
So this is my 15-year-old son, my youngest, and I wasn't concerned at all because I trust him, and he's still afraid of me enough of whatever he may encounter at the after parties. I feel pretty comfortable at this stage where he's at. But I had a couple of other parents telling me, hey, we promise you there's not going to be any alcohol at this party.
Okay, good.
So,
Like the more you reassure me, the less
Yeah.
I trust you.
Yeah.
I didn't bring it up.
100%.
Yeah,
Why-
yeah. Even saying that.
I really didn't care.
Yeah, boy, that came out of nowhere.
Because I trusted whatever he would encounter and how he
Right.
would handle it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So Saturday night, the dance, whatever, they go to the after party, find out there's a little bit of alcohol at the party. So, okay, whatever. He can't even drive yet. So my wife has to go pick him and his date up. I mean, how pathetic is that? I mean, you know, it's so pathetic.
You said it. All right.
So no issues, but my older son and my older daughter find out he went to this party with alcohol.
Okay.
And so my youngest one gets terrified because they're like, you got to tell dad. You got to tell dad. And I'm like, well, I expected it. I mean, it's just kind of what happens.
Yeah.
But he comes to me and is like, Dad, I just want you to know there was a little bit of alcohol at the party. Me and the young lady didn't have any. And I was like, well, I know because your mother picked you up and you clearly didn't have any alcohol. But that
Passed
was
the field sobriety test.
that was
before
this
getting
week
in.
in parenting
Yeah.
for me, was kind of that whole experience with my younger one.
That's awesome that he
Yeah.
came to you though.
I thought it was
Most
really
kids
cool.
Yeah.
would not do that.
Yeah. So
He's a special dude.
yeah, he was cool.
He's not your normal 15-year-old
He's
dude. He's
good dude.
Most 15-year-olds would be like, Zad, I
yeah.
didn't have anything at the party.
No, not into
I
this stuff.
recall being 14 the first time I smoked pot, and like my parents lying to my parents, sitting on the couch with them standing over me, knowing everything.
That's a hard
and,
one
and
to.
just like
That's a hard one to
adamantly
hide.
denying it,
Yeah.
and to no results, grounded, didn't do anything for like a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than trying to deny that. The smell and the
You're not
bloodshot
getting out of
eyes.
that
You
one.
ain't getting out of
You're
that.
The other
yeah.
thing
Yeah.
I do have to say, completely unrelated to that, but talking about parenting, is all of y'all, I think, have younger kids.
Yes.
The day they start driving, you need to hook an IV up to Venmo and just understand there is going to be a continual stream of money flowing from your checking account into Venmo for them, because they are constantly $10 here, $20 there, $40 here,
Fender bender.
fender bender, whatever.
Did that happen?
So, oh God, yeah.
Already?
Oh yeah, a couple of times. But
I don't know how we even have
just
insurance.
just get ready. The
Oh,
Venmo.
your insurance. What happened to your insurance when you put your first teenager on it?
$1,200 a month.
On top,
No,
additional to what
that
you're
is
paying
how much my car insurance is for my family a month.
right now.
Yes,
But what
Okay,
was it before?
Yeah, yeah.
about 400, 450.
All right, I'm gonna cut to that Jim Carrey.
All right, so
Good.
Now I've got
Lord.
3 teenage. Because my youngest, who's not officially driving, he's got his permit, and we do have a car for him. So that's 3 teenage drivers who each have a vehicle. But that's what it is.
Thank God my kids are spaced out like they are, because
Yeah.
they should be getting their own insurance
Yeah,
Yeah.
it should.
as the next one steps up to the plate.
You would hope.
I hope.
You would hope.
It's tough. It's tough.
We got a long way to go. Our insurance for us will be like $20,000 a month.
we'll see.
when we get there.
Yeah, maybe they'll be all like robot cars, and
That's true.
nobody has driver's licenses.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
And yeah,
We're getting close.
I'm starting to
I
lean
think
a little
we're pretty
closer to
close.
universal income after hearing this.
Yeah, we're headed
Changing
that
my
way.
position.
Well,
Yeah, so I've got 7-year-old little girl, 2-month-old little boy. So we're just kind of into, we're getting in the groove. He's eating a lot. My wife's been home with him this whole time. So she's going back to work next week. So that'll be interesting, new change up. But it's awesome. My little girl, the 7 and 2-month-old spread is great. She'll pick him up, go change his diaper. Gets a little hairy. I'm like, you're always worried about her dropping him,
Yeah.
but it's
But not
been-
that worried.
Yeah, you just keep
Not worried enough to change the
for
diaper
you-
myself.
Yeah, exactly.
just keep him alive. Keep him alive.
That pork shoulder's not going to smoke itself.
So yeah, no, we're just in the thick of that, and it's been good though. Like from 1 kid to 2, I was our family never felt complete with 1 kid full. It was always like there's something missing, and I didn't know if it was ever going to happen. It took a while, but we feel complete. Seeing your kids interact with each other, like you're gonna love that.
I really think about that. Me and my sister are very close. Like when we were younger, we fought from like the day she left for college.
Fist fought.
We did get in a fist. Last time we got in a fist fight, she was bigger enough than me to beat me up.
She got you.
Yeah,
She won.
I mean, she's almost 3 years older than me, and it was because I wanted to watch The Simpsons and she wanted to watch 90210.
It's a good reason to fight.
Yeah.
We broke a closet door over that. We went through a closet door. So, and my parents shut that down. They were furious.
this must have been pre-puberty if you didn't want to watch 90210.
Yeah.
We're right on the edge, maybe.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because I do remember watching that show a lot. So
You're like, whoa, this isn't too bad.
yeah. Anyway, so, but yeah, that's we did fight. But when she left and went to college, there was just like
a void.
Yeah, I missed my sister, and we've gotten along famously since. That was, I mean, how she's like, she's old as shit. How old is she? But
You're 45.
Yeah, so she's 48.
Yeah.
This is 30 years ago. She left for college, and maybe we've gotten into 2 fights in 30 years.
Yeah.
You know,
That's pretty good.
yeah, considering how unbearable she is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did mention that also.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I
Yeah.
think I'm so glad for you that y'all have got little man on the way.
Yeah.
You know, you probably wouldn't have trying to plan it that way, you know?
No, we were juggling adopting. I was trying to convince my wife to adopt. I wanted to skip the newborn phase.
Yeah. You're trying to
It's
cheat.
like,
a
let's
little
get
bit.
like a starter.
Plus, you can like go through the stat sheet and like see like, all right,
The stat sheet.
what is their 40
Yeah,
time?
Yeah, you're not living up to the back of your baseball card. So
Adopting's tough.
Yeah.
It blows my mind. I don't understand
China's
why.
giving them away.
Yeah.
My uncle got one. Like
I
20
thought China was throwing them away.
I thought
Yeah.
I didn't know they had enough.
It's
I
like
thought
the
they were
back of
kinda-
KFC. If you were like,
Oh, God.
it's like,
I've got a buddy here in town. Awesome family, awesome dude. He spent a ton of money and he can't get it worked out. And it's like, man, they should have them lined up.
Yeah.
it shouldn't be that hard. Not that I know anything about it. The only difficult part should be vetting the people who are doing the adopting.
Right.
And outside of that, give these kids homes.
So who
Yeah.
is in charge of that? Did you ever deal with that in counseling world, like the adoption?
Yeah, I mean, we dealt with it some, but it's a bunch of different agencies that control it, whether it's international or national or whatever. So
Yeah, it's a lot of red tape and craziness. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, I get it to an extent, but it's like you said. I mean, as long as they're not dangerous. Wow, I'm making this so like light. Like, oh, I mean, as long as they don't have a record.
yeah.
But
Well,
yeah,
as long as they're not
vet
registered.
them. But
I mean, vet 'em.
adopting
Vet
is
'em.
kind of
They're-
scary though,
like-
because it's. I hate to say it's like going to the pound, but you don't know what they went through,
True.
Yeah.
depending on how old they are.
it's that old nature versus nurture.
Yeah.
Because you're getting the nature of a child that's not yours.
Right.
And so can your nurturing overcome some of that nature?
Right.
And
Especially
sometimes it doesn't.
especially if they share like they wake up every day with like a butterfly knife. Like, that's
Yeah.
just-
Yeah.
that was their toddler toy.
That was it. They didn't have a pacifier.
Yeah.
My wife's concern was like, what if I don't love that child as much as I love Amelia?
Yeah.
And I'm
I
like,
get it.
so what?
Yeah. At least I have a
We
good
made it through the
excuse.
baby phase.
It's
Yeah.
still better than what that kid's getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you could hold that over their head forever.
Yeah. No, I was
That's probably not the best.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm joking.
You do kind of feel like though, man, little dude, you got it a lot better than you would have.
Yeah.
And I feel like as a parent, you'd feel
It'd be
cool
really hard. I
accomplishment, yeah.
struggle to tell my own kids that, and like with the gratification of where they're at and where we're at.
right.
So I feel like it'd be really hard to connect with
Yeah.
another child that's
Yeah.
not mine.
Yeah.
So,
but maybe they'd be grateful. I don't
but
know.
what if they're not?
Yeah.
You just don't.
You
know.
can get. You can just like brush it off if your own kids aren't grateful. You'd be like, yeah, whatever. Your life would suck without us.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to build a foundation of a relationship with.
I just don't think it would be that way, man. I think if I saw a little kid that needed a home,
Yeah.
my wife, I know her. Like
Yeah.
she's worried about that because of how much she loves Amelia, but
Yeah.
there's not a doubt in my mind that my wife would be incredible to that.
I'm
kid.
not trashing
But-
adoption.
Yeah,
at
well,
all.
yeah.
No.
I
Despite
just
the
think it would be
horrible things
very
you said about
difficult.
orphan children.
About what?
Despite that, no, but it doesn't matter. God took care of it. We
Yep.
were talking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
this,
yeah, that's
and then,
right.
You know, surprise,
little
surprise.
Tom's coming soon.
Michael.
Michael.
They called me Tom Ass in 4th grade, and I'm not going to do that.
You're
to
not
this
dealing
kid.
with that. You're not. Yeah.
Tom Ass, and my teacher hated me, Miss Alexander. I doubt you're alive, but if you are, so
I'm sure if you are, I'm sure you're listening.
Yeah, well, she acted like they weren't saying it. I'm like, I know what they're saying.
She's like, let me
Like,
see
she was
what
like-
Tom Ass is up to these days.
But were you being a little bit of an ass?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, a little
That's
bit.
not
is-
important.
Oh,
Robert.
okay.
I mean, I wasn't quite there yet. I was starting to see the benefit of being a bit of a class clown, but not quite. 6th, 7th, and 8th were like my prime disruptive
You really
years.
were smoking it.
Yeah. No, I
can imagine him in middle school.
I don't feel like it's much different.
Yeah.
I don't feel like he's changed a whole
I've
lot.
accumulated
Priorities, maybe, but
Right.
Well, I mean, I've gotten better at vetting jokes in my head. So
that's good. You don't just let them roll.
Yeah, it's not just like one after the other until I'm in the office.
yeah.
But it was, but no, my parents sat me down after like going into high school, and I had like 91 in-school suspensions from 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And it
That's
was
not
just
good.
Like, this is not going to continue.
91.
Yeah. It
Wow.
was. I
had
think that's
one.
the number, to be honest with you. I think
Where'd you go to school? Like,
it was in Jersey.
Jersey.
Yeah, Franklin Elementary. It was where I was in Jersey. It was very country, like sticks. There was from kindergarten to 8th grade was one school, and then high school had like 4 different towns that went to the high school.
That's such a weird thing to hear. A
yeah.
town in New Jersey's in the sticks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
you don't
makes no
think about
sense.
that.
It makes
Weird.
no
No,
sense.
Jersey. Yeah, Jersey has.
I
that.
believe it, but it
Yeah.
just sounds weird.
It was
Yeah.
like the northwest corner, 20 minutes from upstate, 20 minutes from Pennsylvania.
It's pretty country there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Up in kind of the mountains.
Yeah.
You ever hear of Action
Oh,
Park?
that kind of country.
Yeah.
Mountain.
Yeah.
people
My
country.
first job was at Action Park when I was like 14 years old, cooking
Okay.
fries.
Nice.
Playing the banjo.
Well,
Ding, ding, ding.
Johnny
Making-
Knoxville made a movie about that, like with the amusement park where everybody's getting hurt at the water park. That was that park. Every single day, they were like it got shut down because of all the lawsuits. Their rides were so dangerous. They made a tube slide that looped like this, and people were getting stuck in
God.
it.
Oh my
Oh
god.
God.
Yeah,
Little
they were
bit
just
of-
like that sounds like fun. Yeah. Print it, and then people like let's see how it works. You first.
It's kind of nice though, because now you get a slide that's not even dangerous, and they won't let you on it. You know, I mean, it's gone too far the other way now.
Yeah.
It's scarier now. I want to know.
Which goes back to the dodgeball thing. Can't throw dodgeballs.
yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah.
can't even drill kids anymore in dodgeball. Or the dodgeball's made of like balloons.
They had a thing called the Alpine Slide there that was a cement track, and you were on this little plastic sled. The lever was a brake.
Yeah.
And every day, at least one person would
Die.
go too fast to come off the sled, and they couldn't stop, and they'd just be sliding down cement. Oh,
It
skinning
was like
themselves.
Alpine coasters.
It was, I don't know, Alpine Slide.
That
was
ride brought to you by the local hospital.
Yes.
Yeah.
John Jenkins.
Yeah. And I was like, I worked at the cafeteria, which was above the first aid, like little medic center. So it was just like at least once a day, somebody on a stretcher.
What year was this? Years?
1995.
Dude, the 90s were awesome,
The
man.
90s
Yeah.
were good.
I think I've seen a Netflix documentary about one of these
Might have
water
been.
parks or something, like how they shut down because they're just so
I
dangerous.
think it was that one.
Probably was.
That was
Yeah.
the dangerous one.
And the guy
Okay.
making the fries was doing some crazy stuff.
Yeah, that
there.
Tom guy.
Yeah, he was-
They couldn't figure out what his
Oh,
last
God.
name was.
Yeah. Hopefully I wasn't in the documentary.
What were you doing with the
You
fries?
were
at-
making fries, weren't you?
At 15? 15, I was a weird kid. We're not diving into that. So
That's another.
I was
podcast.
weird. That is not this podcast.
All right.
So
Well, let's get back
Yeah,
to this
yeah,
podcast.
yeah.
What happened with you this week?
thank you. I was waiting for you to forget me. This is the first time he didn't.
I was
Very
trying to, but
So this week in dadding
Heart's
is
getting
going to be
bigger.
more of a husband victory than a dad victory.
yeah.
So now I understand that your wives might see this. So just give me a signal if you can relate. You don't have to admit to anything. But does every single piece of advice come out of your mouth and your wife just goes, and then just never does it ever,
Yeah.
ever?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
Like-
much. Yeah.
That's a signal. That's
Yeah, I think that's-
Hold on, this is the. No. I think so, probably.
I don't, and
Yeah.
I hear this from like my dad about my mom, my sister even like will laugh at it. There's women I'm friends with that can laugh and admit it to me, but my wife can't admit it to me, and this is in no way knocking, because our relationship is beyond great. Like I love her to death. If everybody fell off the planet but my wife, I'd be just fine. She's the best. But she always likes to lock the door as she's closing it, and then asks me if I have the keys. And I always say, just lock the door with the keys, and then you'll know you have the keys, and you won't be locked out. And I was on the phone with the client, and in the house, and she leaves to pick up Amelia from day school, and there's a knock on the door. I'm like, no. And I'm walking towards the door, and I see her keys on the key rack.
Oh,
And I'm like, I literally told the client, look, I go, I'm going to put you on mute because I am in the rare position to be right and I need to milk this.
I'm about to lay it to my wife right now.
But she's like in the 3rd trimester. I couldn't even enjoy it that much.
Yeah, you can't really.
So
I got the fix for you.
what's that?
Get a keypad lock for your door and scratch the keys.
The problem's not the keys. The problem is like I think my wife clearly thinks she married a mentally retarded person, and every idea I have is just made up in my stupid mind. Yeah. like, do you think I'm the dumbest human being you've met? Because you take advice from everyone else. But, you know, my wife also has a great sense of humor, and like literally, I opened the door and she just went, "Shut up."
And she didn't even give you a chance.
I was saying it kind of takes the fun out of it.
Oh no, I was dancing, rubbing her face. Yeah, she was laughing. It was and then but
is she like as pregnant? Like my wife pregnant was sick, and you know it was just rough.
Oh,
it was rough. I'm saying like pregnancy sick.
No, he doesn't mean like
sick.
Yeah, she was
not
disgusting.
Sick.
No, pregnancy sick.
Yeah.
How's yours doing on that front?
Almost all of the 1st trimester all day, almost all the 2nd trimester most of the day, and she's past that, but now she's just like in the waddle phase and so uncomfortable and just like she's getting restless leg syndrome.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
Does she
like,
walk like Forrest Gump when he's waving to Lieutenant Dan? She put her hands back here.
She doesn't, but
She doesn't?
I'm gonna try to suggest.
Oh yeah, no, just a little bit of arch support.
That's like a little Mick Jagger thing.
That too.
So
Reeves doesn't even remember that far back.
Oh, I got it.
You remember still?
I got it.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, so yeah, that was a rare position for my ignored advice. To be like, hey, see, you have a good idea every once in a while.
You know they got to kind of think.
You can remind her about that. You need to kind of just write a note, slip it under her pillow, remind her, remember this day in 2025.
Her birthday's May 2nd. I'm going to put it in her birthday card.
There you go.
That'd be genius. That's genius.
I'm sure she'll love that.
Cards are
For your birthday, I got an
obvious.
argument.
Or
Yeah.
post-it notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be genius. Yeah.
Well, with y'all being on here and having your own podcast, one of the questions that I've been really curious is we've been trying to figure out how we manage our time. You guys have a lot going on all the time. So is it difficult for y'all to manage the time to find that to do the podcast and do the real estate and divide and conquer? You got to divide and conquer a lot with your wives?
And for the record, we bill you every time you mention your podcast on the
Yes.
show.
Okay.
12:50.
Hey, we didn't mention it. Jake mentioned
We need
it.
to remember that. Yeah.
So I'll bill myself 12:50.
Yeah, there you go. You want to take that first, Robert?
I'm sure. Yeah. You know, we've got Izzy helping us with it, which is huge.
Yeah.
So
Who's Izzy?
Izzy Markle. He's a local guy. Who's Izzy, Reeves?
Well, I mean, he's a media guy.
Go ahead, ask me.
Jake, who's is he?
Joe. Joe, who's Izzy?
Yeah.
That would be a good.
We need to know.
We need to know that answer.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a media guy. He does some stuff for us and manages our podcast, produces the podcast.
So he does what Pixels does, basically.
Nah, not as much. No. A part of what Pixels
Nobody
could
does
do.
what Pixels
Nobody
does.
could do
Yeah.
that.
You're going to overdub.
Except for
do that.
plenty of places outside of Florence.
Yeah, just when he talks about who Izzy is, just make a commercial for Pixels, like
Pixels.
overdubbed.
There you go.
So, all right, so he's a media guy. How do you know him?
Well, I know him. I worked with him at the church at Sandhurst when I worked as a pastor and counselor over there for 18 years. And so I met him that way.
I happen to like that church very
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good church. So yeah, he does a lot of the heavy lifting, especially editing, and so we really just kind of show up.
I know Jake is thinking right now, what's he charge?
Yeah, what's his hourly rate?
Honestly, dude, I've been thinking about that for you too. I feel like the podcast, I mean, think about if you could come do this podcast and not have to worry about editing it.
I would love that.
Wouldn't
Yeah,
it make
it'd be
it so
a whole
much
lot
better?
more freeing.
I think
It would
you
be
should.
sick.
Yeah.
So look, I'm on board now with like just not cutting anything out. We can just learn to be better.
Yeah, we do try to do that too. We try to just kind of rip it and
I do my best to do that. We literally are at the mercy of that stupid thing.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
outside of that,
if we're not cutting anything out of it, then it doesn't matter who edits it.
How many local podcasts are there now in Florence?
there's a couple.
You got the foodie guy. Or
Yeah,
whatever?
I would say like ones that are actually doing it seriously and not just like whatever. We got bored one day. Like people who are actually trying to be intentional with it. I'd say there's maybe 5 or 6.
Okay.
And then you got I don't know if they're still doing it, but Michael Parker and Dean Summerford. What's his name?
Doug.
Doug.
They had
Okay.
that 2 P's in a podcast.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. That's right.
So I don't know if
That's
they're still doing that, but
Yeah.
they were pretty good about it.
Yeah. It's most people I think feel like you can just come do this and it's not hard.
hard.
It's a lot more complicated
more to
than it
it.
looks.
Yeah.
You
And
know.
to do it well.
Hear
And
that,
you
guys?
guys have
This
a
is
good
hard.
Very hard.
Like,
Very
follow,
hard.
subscribe. This is hard.
Yeah.
I think we've always
is the
heard
fun part.
we've always heard that most of them don't make it to 8 episodes. 8's kind of the magic number.
Look at us doubling it.
So y'all are
Yeah,
cruising, man.
killing
Y'all
it.
are
You're killing
y'all are
it.
smoking
You're absolutely killing
I mean,
it.
I think in anything, consistency is the case. So just keep doing it and do it regularly.
That's right.
us. Yeah.
And you learn from each episode, right?
Yeah. Oh, you should.
You know.
If you watch the video of ours, all the
Yeah.
technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we had
What-
one the last episode.
Oh, that's right. So we still. Yeah.
I have an AI. I AI'd a photo of Ryan talking.
Oh, really?
Did you
Yeah.
really?
It's only like 5 seconds long.
So
but
what?
It's so creepy, dude.
Did you get
So-
my juju joke in there?
Yeah.
Good.
That's what he's always worried about. Like if he nails a joke.
Do
It
the
was
jokes
like-
make it?
What
Because
about
the camera.
me?
Well, no, because the camera went out during. Remember?
Yeah.
That was when the camera stopped, and I'm
Yeah,
just
but-
like, oh, you could. I was like, right now.
Yeah.
Like, that was
yeah,
gold.
Yeah.
Awesome. buddy.
I feel like our podcast is just Florence. I like you guys have a little more focused in target for this one, a little more than we do. But it's good. I mean, it's bringing the community together. Would we have hung out for an hour today talking without this?
Probably
Probably
not.
not.
And we'd have been too busy to do it.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
getting to your question, I mean, life is busy.
Yes.
And
I was late to my own house to get to this podcast. That's how busy life is.
Yeah, dude. Y'all,
Yeah.
you're busy.
it's
Yes.
tough to manage everything.
Yeah.
You know, to get to your question, I think for me, it's a curse and a blessing, but it's those stupid phones we carry around. Thankfully, I can do so much of my real estate with the phone anywhere in the world. Now, I mean, I can't obviously physically go show a house, but there's so much of the other stuff I can do that allows me to be flexible with my kids' sporting events and activities.
Yeah.
And so that's good. I also tell people that when my kids were younger, it was much busier. I think now that they are teenagers and in college, the decisions we have to make and help navigate, they're much more serious decisions.
Right.
But it's not as busy as it is when they're 4, 5, 6, 7 years old. And
Well,
just,
they can kind of get themselves places
Yeah.
too. That's
Yeah.
that's the big hurdle.
when they get a car and they can drive, it's such a blessing to be able to.
But you're worried
you
about
go
'em
figure it
all.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what my daughter cannot understand. When she's driving, and she'll call me for the stupidest, randomest stuff, and I know she's driving, and I'm like, you have no idea. Every time you call me and you're driving, the heart attack I have.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, Dad, I got a ticket. Dad, I got in an accident. Dad, what kind of bad news might be coming? So,
Yeah.
you know, thankfully that hadn't happened but once.
Yeah. Oh God. I mean, I'm sure it's easier said than done, but I hope that doesn't happen to me. Like, I hope
Yeah.
shit, Reeves, why'd you say that?
It's what's coming, Tom.
You got a little ways.
Yeah,
you got a little.
yeah,
you got a
I
little
know,
time.
but like, cause like one of the things I get on my mom about, and it's a joke in our family, we laugh about it, is just like everything's a reason to worry with her.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that to my kids,
yeah.
but I'm still only on one side of it. So I've only seen this side of that. I'm not on that side yet.
Yeah.
You're gonna
You know?
worry. You're gonna worry.
Yeah, I mean, you just manage it. And I mean, you'd have to ask her, but hopefully she doesn't. I can hide it enough.
Well, we have her here right now. No.
Yeah.
I worry for my kids as they get older, like to get to the car stage too, because like when I was growing up, I was outside all the time playing on my bike or playing on like riding go-karts and things like that, I feel like they're going to sit down with a wheel and not know what to do with a vehicle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they're so wrapped up in social media and other things
Yeah.
and the video games that are out now. I feel like I learned how to drive a vehicle by playing video games.
Yeah. I can see that.
But now it's not like that. So I have this like overwhelming fear that my kids are just gonna, every time they back up, they're gonna run over a person.
You got to start.
Start
How
training.
far
your
out are
mind.
you on driving?
Bryce is 12, so he is 3.5 years away.
Okay, you're not far.
That
No.
sounds insane. That sentence sounds insane.
Yeah.
I know.
12, so he's only 3.5 years away.
Yeah.
That's
I
crazy.
keep reminding him too, because every time I go pick him up in the 4Runner, I don't know what's wrong with that car. There's nothing wrong with that car. But he's like, I'm not driving that thing. I'm like, I didn't say you were. I'm gonna get you something way shittier.
Yeah. First off, you're driving whatever you can afford.
Yeah.
I like the 4Runner.
Like I got a 1992 Honda Civic when I started, so
Yeah.
if
Who
we're
the hell
going
said
old,
you're driving my car?
yeah, I never gave
I
you
had
the
a
green light.
1981 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme.
Nice.
That's
nice.
My
That
dad-
baby was smooth though, wasn't it?
My dad bought it off a person at the bar for $100 and just came home with it as a surprise.
Nice.
Yeah.
Paid more for my lawnmower from my neighbor. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Inflation's
I mean,
nuts.
Well, Tom's old.
Yeah.
You know, we've already established that.
Yeah.
Right,
He's
yeah,
the
yeah.
he's
Yeah.
the
What
old
was
man.
it like in the Great Depression?
Yeah.
I mean, this is. I mean, Levittown, as I've mentioned before, was voted the biggest white trash town on Long Island in like 1996. It was like an article in Playboy magazine that every kid was so proud of. And on Long Island, so in the running for the biggest white trash town in the world.
Wow.
And my dad this is my biological father. Well, you know, he passed away at 50 for a reason. He'd come home from work, go to the bar for a couple hours, and just drink every day.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I don't know how it happened, but he just said, "Hey, I got your car." He's like, "Guy said he sells it to me for $100." I guess in hindsight, and knowing Levittown, Long Island, the guy probably was buying drugs with that $100, if I had to guess. Like,
Yeah, but you got a
But-
car out of it, so
Yeah.
yeah. So I got this Oldsmobile
C'est la
Cutlass
vie.
Supreme, and
How long did that thing last?
the cops took it away from me in a couple months.
They,
So
they
it
were,
might would have lasted
they
longer.
were jealous of the car. Is that what
Well,
you're saying?
That's
the
exactly
first thing my
what it
dad did, which, as I mentioned, he wasn't the best dad as a dad. He was a very good, loving man, and I like that's one thing I'm glad I got from him. He's a very outwardly loving dad, but he literally brought the car home, went in his closet, and handed me license plates and said, "Here, you're gonna want to put these on the car. You better get that registered because if they don't see a sticker in the window, they're still gonna pull you over." So my head thought, well, I better go get a sticker. So I took that from a different car and put it in my window, and I was driving around pretty smooth for a little bit. And
There you go.
Well,
biggest white trash town.
that should have been okay.
And now you're in Florence.
Yes, and I'm a different person. So,
Yes.
but yeah, that was my first car story. So
Nice.
a little
Nice.
different.
Good.
I found Christ in my 40s.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the one big thought I've got that I wanted to, hopefully dads are listening to this. And this is one of the biggies I got from Charlie Kirk that, all the videos we've been watching, which have been good. This is the biggie I got as far as being a dad is he took one day a week, it was probably Sundays, and put his phone up. No phone. He turned it off. And he said he was so engaged with his family that day, and it was like the best day. It's the best day of the week. I'm going to try to do that too, which is super hard in real estate, and we talked about
Yeah,
that.
we've talked about this.
But like as dads, we got to realize we're on these phones too dang much too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I bet if we committed to putting it away for a day and focusing in on our kids, it would shock us the difference.
Yeah. I mean, we would feel better. Not
Yeah.
just our family would feel
yeah.
more seen and more important. I would feel like we would feel better.
It would be yes.
I don't do a whole day or haven't done a whole day yet, but I mean, anytime like we go to the beach, my phone stays in the car and it's a couple hours on the beach. Then typically we go to the picnic and grill areas, Myrtle Beach State Park, and then we're grilling
Yeah.
for a few hours and we're having a picnic. and then I don't look at my phone until we're back in the house and everything's unloaded.
And how is that picnic's awesome?
It's the best.
Yeah. You're no stress.
So, and I mean,
when I went on that vacation over that week of July, I just had something copied in my notes, and anytime anybody asked me about work, I copied that and sent it, and then put my phone up. If I was, I mean, this would be like hours after they sent it.
Did anybody push back on that, or?
No, I was pretty upfront about leaving and not being available, so I'm pretty good about communicating with everybody.
Yeah.
If you set the stage for people, they understand it.
Yeah.
I do that with my clients. When I take a family
You have
day
been
off,
doing
I
a good
tell
job with that.
Yeah.
I've noticed you've done a good job with that. And
Tell your thing to stop texting me when you're driving.
them.
I don't need to.
No. Yeah. Don't text me when I'm driving. Then I won't text you.
I don't know when you're driving.
You do when you text me.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I know when I text you and it comes up.
Yeah, because
Hey.
I don't want to look at text when I'm driving.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
And then you respond to me in a text
Yeah.
immediately after it.
Yeah. I'm looking at Facebook.
Don't mess up his Facebook
You're
time
watching- you're
when
watching-
he's driving.
watching reels.
He's rolling through reels. It's like, sorry, I can't answer. Hey, what's up?
Damn it, Jake didn't get that joke.
Did that get in the podcast? But all right, so the day off period. So like when I have listings and active contracts, I text my clients that tomorrow's a family day. Text me. I will be checking my phone occasionally, and if it's urgent, put it in the text. If you want to text me because you don't want to forget, I'll respond the next day if it's not urgent. But if it's urgent, put it in the text.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, I create other boundaries like my phone goes to do not disturb from 7 to 7.
It's real good. Yeah.
So,
I started doing that. Mine stops at 8 though.
yeah.
So as soon as 8 hits, because that's bedtime for the kids.
Yeah.
Put it up. Yeah.
I don't want to be sitting there rocking Harper and then it's just like,
Yeah.
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 We
Pretty good sound effects.
it's gonna be
Yeah.
great through this
Yeah.
microphone. I promise.
Yeah.
the, yeah, we put Amelia in the crib at 7, and like that's if we're lucky and we don't fall asleep in 30 minutes, that's like the 1 hour a night I get to watch TV with my wife.
Yeah.
I do not want to answer work texts.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the video of the dad looking at his phone and in the background is showing the kid growing up? Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
And so it's like
It's
all
AI.
these times your kid's
but
over
that's
here
it.
doing something and it's showing the kid growing up and you're sitting here looking at the phone.
It's pretty
like,
jarring.
Cats in the cradle.
Jesus. It's
That
like the
hit
movie
me
Click.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's happening a lot, guys. That's happening a lot.
Yeah, I've talked about that prior. I'm super guilty of it too. I'll
me
be
too.
I'll
Yeah.
be so overwhelmed that like I almost, instead of taking relief in hanging out with my kids and stuff, sometimes I'm like, oh, I need a good laugh. It's like, dude, if I need a good laugh, I literally have to go have a conversation
Yeah.
with my 2-year-old
Right.
because it
Yeah.
is the craziest things coming out of her mouth on a
Yeah.
frequent basis. She
Yeah.
told Sam to shut up today. To be fair, I was joking around and I was like, shut up. And she went, shut up, mommy.
Yeah. All right. So that's okay. The context was very
was
important
funny.
to that.
It was funny.
Yeah, 2 years old.
Yeah.
son?
No, Sam
Yeah.
was like in tears laughing because it
Good.
was just, we joke with each other and we get kind
Ooh.
of like that. She just is mimicking.
I think it's when little kids cuss, I think that's the funniest thing ever.
Yeah.
you should hear her
can
say
be.
sticks.
Yeah, yeah.
Having trouble with her S's, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
She said, what, daddy? Sticks. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Yeah,
It was a tree.
I'm gonna put
She
that
was
on.
pointing at a
just so
tree.
you know.
We
It's a
have like
journey.
this ongoing like real war
Yeah.
where I'll just like edit something that he says and just like take it way out of context, and then he did it to me last
Yeah.
time. So
Yeah. Well,
we probably need to start joking more on ours.
We can do that.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
we can do that.
Yeah.
I fabricated a lie for his. He took what I had a poor choice of words and he put it on a loop.
he took clips and made it a story
yeah.
that were
Right.
like throughout the episode that were not said anywhere near each other, and
What-
they lined
yeah.
up so good.
did
Oh, that's awesome.
That took some time.
That's
it actually
good.
lined up pretty easily.
It was
Wow.
Yeah.
it was a rough like story that it was telling, but it was
Yeah.
so
I
funny.
actually asked, I was like, show this to your dad. I'm not going to post it because it kind of implies him and his dad both getting gay.
Oh God.
So I said when he was here, I said, "What's the gayest thing you ever caught Jake doing as a kid?" And he's like, "I'm not going to answer that." But the video, there's a very detailed story.
Gave you plenty of things to use to piece together.
I'm telling you, I haven't laughed that hard at a reel in a long time.
So it got like 20,000 views on YouTube. So
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
So you gotta do the show.
So 20,000 people think that me and my dad are gay.
Have y'all gotten ads yet? Are y'all getting some?
No, we're not that far. We got like 140 followers.
Yeah, you'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Consistency and time.
I would say too, definitely what you said though. I feel like laughing, that's what makes this therapeutic for us. So it's one thing to like sit down and talk about things, and you can be, you can accomplish a lot, but it takes a lot of the stress off to just like laugh about things, because there's a ton that goes on in our lives that's really stressful, and if you can't laugh at some of those stressful things, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I feel like the learning curve for our podcast was initially worrying about what we were saying, couple episodes of not caring too much, and it just was like watching like Goodfellas on TV being bleeped out like
a couple
crazy.
of those are
It was a little
really
too much. And I'm like looking at myself, I'm like, I don't want to look like that. It wasn't it was just like, all right, I'm just gonna speak and be me. And then I was like, I don't know. So, because I do feel, at least in my experience, all the dads in my life and family, like they were the ones who made the inappropriate jokes at the worst times.
Yeah.
And like,
But those are the dads you want to hang out with.
That's exactly right.
You don't.
I'm no different.
I don't want to.
I don't want to be different here.
I don't want to offend anybody if they are, but I don't want to hang out with any dads that are on PTA.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
I feel like they like
or presidents of the HOA or something.
They like tie it like a sweater around there.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I haven't experienced any of that yet.
They're like, my child Charles has a 3.9 GPA. I don't want to talk to those people. I want to talk to the guy that quotes movies. Constantly.
Yeah.
That we did the donuts with dads at my daughter's day school today, and there was a dad and his son that both had a Superman shirt on.
I wanted to ask you
And it
about
was awesome.
that. I'm glad you're bringing that up.
Yeah, it was awesome. I got heartburn from all the sugary donuts I ate. But
I don't think you're supposed to be hammering them. I think the kids are supposed to.
Yeah, I thought
I'm just
it's
kidding.
donuts for dads.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, they're for dads.
Should I have
fact,
shared with
he
her?
took the
No,
one
never.
from
I never.
his hand and
Nah.
shoved it in
Like
his
literally,
mouth.
so they had like 3 types of donuts, and I'm like, I asked her what I want, and she picked 2, and I was like, and Dad wants a chocolate, and we sit down. They were like little ones, and we sit down, and she eats the chocolate first. I'm like, well,
Dad got screwed on that.
She really loves you.
So then you're like reaching down
no, we got
her
more.
throat.
I was like, can Amelia have more of these? But
Yeah.
well, one thing I really want to talk about, and I bring this up repeatedly in the podcast because I think it's important, is raising girls, raising boys, and I mentioned this to you already, like with society, pop culture, music, things people hear, there's just too much social acceptance to disrespect women growing up. I mean, I was raised on 90s hip hop. I was no different of a dumbass when I was younger. And I that is clearly a problem in society. There's so many women who don't respect themselves. I'm not saying one problem is bigger than the other, but one thing I've loved since we started this podcast is I spend time like really thinking about these things, and I feel like the solution, or the best solution, would be focusing on raising women who respected themselves, because the men who don't respect women would have no options.
Yeah.
So how do we do that? What can we brainstorm on that?
Well, we do have a huge problem in society, right? I mean, society, personally, I think with the rise of feminism, it's not helpful for women. They think it is, but it's a false narrative that isn't helpful, and it teaches boys who are becoming men to degrade women, and it teaches women to honestly not understand their own value and their own uniqueness in a way that I think is helpful. But we've got a phrase that I heard a guy say years ago that I've used with my boys, because while we have a societal problem, the way you're going to solve that, I think, is in the home. I've got
Yeah.
2 boys and a girl. I can't fix what Bobby and Johnny and Sally and Susie outside of my house are going to do necessarily. But I can, my 3 kids, I can help them.
Yeah.
And so the phrase I use with my boys all the time, the boy goes down, the girl goes free.
Wait, what?
The boy goes down, the girl goes free. As men, we sacrifice for the women in our lives.
Yeah.
And we do that because we're leaders. We're to be leaders. We're to have respect for the ladies in our lives. And whether they're your mother, your sister, your wife one day, or your teacher at school, you have respect. And as a father, I expect that, and I teach that with my kids. And then the same thing with my daughter is you're worthy. And I think especially watching the social media that young ladies watch and how they compare themselves. I mean, it's just an insidious lie that culture puts on young girls about body image and shaming, and we've dealt a ton and what to be proud of. We've dealt a ton with that with a teenage daughter. It's not easy, but what we can control is what happens in our home.
Yeah, I think the expectation of like women can just take care of themselves now, and like younger boys, you're right, they just feel like, well, that's not my leadership role anymore, and it's not how it was. I know that.
Yeah.
But I feel like that young men mentality of the leadership is starting to go away because of exactly what you said.
Yeah.
The rise of social media telling them what they need to be, like they think they got it all figured out, so I don't need no man, right?
There's some of that, and I think that's a good point too. But like what I'm really asking and like want to brainstorm on is like raising women who utmost respect themselves and what they do. Like, so one of the things
Pretty
I
simple.
think of,
Don't give them a phone.
I see that. Yeah. One of the things I think of is like you hear so much, society sexualizes us and then judges us for it. And I'm like, if that person thought I sexualize myself and we judge each other, that accountability to it, and I there's like an acceptance, and like that's just the way so many women think, like it's being done to me as opposed to I am accountable for me. Well, I don't think that's a women specific thing either, just to be clear.
Yeah.
But that phrase is what I'm talking about.
I mean, I think the question we have to ask our kids and ourselves is, okay, so where does my worth come from? Where does my value come from?
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a great
It's a
question.
very good question, because I know so many people who I care about that their validation comes from who they're with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or based off of somebody else's worth, what they present. Because a lot of the people that present themselves, that's not who they really are, right? So then they're basing their entire worth off of somebody who's in like a non-existent world, for lack of a different reality. Yeah. Like my kids watch some of those shows and some of those YouTube stars and stuff like that. That's not reality. That's like the 1 in a million people.
Right. Yeah.
It's like a false worth, a false narrative.
Well, even beyond that too. Now you've got these algorithms that pick up on what you want to see, and then you just get hammered with that over and over. And so,
baseball, Marvel, real estate, UFC. I have been swiping past everything else, and that's all I see now.
Yeah. Right.
Sorry, yeah.
And so now we're going to have this society of, okay, so now you're just getting, now that algorithm's leading your life.
Yeah.
Because if you're on your phone 3 hours a day, the algorithm's telling you where to go, what to do, how to think.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm really going to do everything I can to get my wife on board, which she might be already. But when it's time for a phone, flip phone, Nokia, they don't need this into their adults. They don't need the internet in their hands.
That is an incredibly hard position to take.
Yeah.
Go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
How'd that go
It is
for you?
a beautiful thing. It didn't go well. Now, my kids don't have access to all the social media apps, but they definitely have a smartphone.
Reeves got like scars.
But I mean,
like it did
He
not
limps
go
away.
well.
yeah, it was not good. Twitching over here. It's incredibly difficult, but they're going to get it, whether they get it through their phone or they get it at school or just, it's coming at them. And so helping them understand, okay, how do I answer the question? Where does my worth come from? You know,
what's your advice?
So they have to understand the question and be able to answer it themselves. That's the reality of it, is you have to get your kids to the point where they can answer that themselves, not seek it from somebody else or take it from somebody else. But the day that our kids can get to the point where they like look at themselves in the mirror and they ask themselves that question, then they'll start searching, right? They'll start soul searching what is my worth.
But think about, our kids have such a leg up. They've got mom and dad at home. It's not dysfunctional. What about all these kids out there, broken home, dysfunction, at night there's fighting. How do they figure it out in that situation? That's an uphill battle.
I really do ask that question thinking about raising my daughter, but that's something I haven't even considered. Like
and it's a lot of that. It's a lot.
It'll break your heart when you think about it that way, and we've talked a little bit about that.
I mean,
it's hard enough for us who are raising kids with 2-parent homes. You know?
I mean, that situation it's a 50-50 coin flip, and that's what do you make of yourself? Do you become the product of your environment, or do you choose to break out of it and say, I'll never
so hard to break out.
It's the potato and the egg.
Hard.
The potato and the egg. You put them in the same boiling water. One gets harder, one gets softer. Like, that's what it is.
I'm taking that out of context for you.
Well, I mean, in my previous life, I was a marriage and family counselor for 18 years. And so I've talked a little bit about this with people over the years. And the world says that my worth comes from my performance plus other people's opinions of my performance. So if we think about the equation that all of us are operating in is, okay, my worth is tied to how well I do and how well other people think I do. And that puts us on a yo-yo, up and down. And that's why we're so addicted to the phone, because if I get a like, well, then my performance is good because someone's feeding into, I like what you just did. So I feel better about myself. And so for me and for my family, I mean, it comes back to our faith in Christ and instilling a kind of a biblical worldview. I think that's crucial to raise strong boys and strong girls.
I think what made me think of is like how I started off with you is, if your goal is to be helpful to as many people as possible, then you'll. I think that's a good guiding light.
I think as dads, we need to be thinking about, okay, how can we help some of the kids that need help in our community? They don't. What can we do? And we're still trying to figure that out too.
It's an incredible question.
That was
I'm
a
glad
great
you're
question.
asking the question.
I
mean, I'm going to ask it a lot on this show. Like, I mean, because that's the show. Like, I feel like we have a purpose. Now we have a mission statement that we say. But the more dads I can ask that to, the more advice that can come of it. And who knows? Maybe this becomes something one day, and we can help make a difference for people.
That's awesome.
I know we joke around a lot and we get raunchy sometimes, but I really do feel like, if nothing else, a faith-based, like, fathering mentality is the easiest way to stay centered and stay grounded. And you have, if you don't know all the answers, you know somebody who does.
That's right.
So it's like really easy to default back to the 10 Commandments or something. Like, I feel like I was not very faith-based the last, handful of years. And ever since what happened to Charlie, like, my algorithm's on full faith mode right now.
Wow.
Like, that's all I see.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Well, that's good. Keep it there.
And so I'm super grateful for that. But I think that helps a lot. I know we're running out of time, so
I know I want to get grumpy first. So you familiar with grumpy? We should let Reeves go first.
Yes.
And then if you got to leave for the rest of our grumpy old men, we'll computer impose you over there.
Grumpy old man. So tell me about this.
How do we do it?
You get a picture of us, Joe, too, for the thumbnail. While he's still here.
My reminder just came up. I set one for every Wednesday at
There you go.
Can you just take one while we're all talking?
You can do it with my phone if you want.
Just so we at least have one.
every time
Okay.
You got it. All right. Good. Good.
He knows what he's doing.
he's
Come
way
on,
ahead of
guys.
you
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Way ahead of you guys.
We have PTSD. Yeah. So, are you familiar with grumpy old men now?
Oh yeah.
All right. So things that make you grumpy, that make you realize you're getting old. Reeves, you go
Ooh,
first.
God, you're springing this on me.
Back pain could be one of them.
All right. Here's the deal. I'm an old man.
Okay.
It pisses me off, first of all. All right.
Good.
But
Good
part of
start.
being an old man, I'm ashamed to admit it. I've told Robert this, though. I go to the sauna like 4 times a week.
Okay.
That's
great.
I feel like that's what old men do. But
It
you
is.
know what? Tips,
Wait. Do you go in there with just a towel?
Oh, that's
Are you that guy?
what I'm getting ready to be grumpy
Oh,
about.
this is getting deeper.
Italian meat
It's
market.
like the naked dudes in there. Like, why do we have to be completely naked in
And-
the sauna?
The steam
You don't.
has to get the lowest hanging.
It is not good.
Hold
So,
on, is there another reason you might be upset at that?
come on now,
This
Robert.
could be our best grumpy old man yet.
So true, though.
Yeah,
I don't go to the sauna
you
yet,
can
but-
enjoy the sauna, but you ain't got to enjoy it naked.
Yeah.
You do see it though. Like the older people get, the more there's like,
They don't care.
They-
they've
Oh,
seen
I'm
them.
doing it when I get old enough.
Yeah. You're not old enough,
free.
Tom.
Yeah,
You're not old enough.
The real question to me though, I've sat on that with a towel.
and feel a little.
Yeah.
How could you? It's like the opposite of that dog in Joe Dirt, like sitting down.
Oh,
How do you not just sizzle?
I guess when they get to that age and there's
It's
the
just-
feeling,
No
goes away,
feeling.
not
Yeah.
as much feeling.
It's like this thing hasn't worked
That's
in
a
a
shame.
decade.
that's a real shame.
Maybe they're trying to shock it back to life.
Come on, baby.
Son of a bitch! Heat up, baby, heat up.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So that's my grumpy old man.
That's a good one.
yeah.
That's a great
I'm
one.
very good with it. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Robert,
top
what's
that.
What's grumpy in
Wow. Yeah. So
He's like, I was gonna do naked men.
Yeah.
42 with a baby, you kind of start thinking about, all right, when he's 15, I'm in my 60s. Am I going to look old as, So I'm doing stem cell hair treatment.
I got him.
Can you see the little, I just got one. So
What is it?
Yeah. What?
Does it work?
Jake is listening.
So they take this, I guess it's like what, when you get a tattoo, y'all know.
No.
Well, how does that feel? It's like little
Sunburn.
needles.
Yeah.
So they kind of do that machine and bring your follicles back to life, put a little stem cell treatment. And they say it's growing. But that's kind of my old man thing I've got going right now. Because I want to try to keep some hair rocking a little longer.
So it makes you grumpy thinking about losing your hair?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
That's-
I guess
That's
so.
never going to be one of my grumpy old men. That went out the door.
that went out.
Yeah, that
grumpy
hit in
teenager.
your
Say,
20s.
what if there's still
Yeah.
hope? What if you could rock it back? Like,
I just feel like I'd be setting myself up for disappointment.
no, I don't think so.
I mean, could it be any more disappointed than you are now?
But dude, what if he walked in one day and just beautiful locks? I mean, just the hair's flowing.
I would love it.
I would. I've been trying to get Reeves to grow
I'm
his
not
out.
doing it. I love my
Yours will
haircut.
still throw out a
No.
little bit.
Don't you hate when they keep saying stuff like
Yeah,
that? Like, I
just
would-
wear
I
a
want
piece.
you to grow it
Like,
out.
this is-
Grow what out?
My body, my choice,
I
Robert.
could,
Come on.
I would let it.
I'm giving you the answer. Stem
I've said it.
cell.
I've said it point blank. The only thing that would happen if I let mine grow out, skull it,
Do it.
Ooh.
Hulk Hogan style.
Oh,
That'd be
yeah.
awesome.
Do it.
Please do it.
Do it.
Please do it.
Do it. All right. So,
The Donald J.
all right, my grumpy old man. People who say happy life, happy wife. I say something like that I do for my wife, and someone jokes, happy life, happy wife. And I'm like, I'm not a hostage.
Yeah.
Like, I love my wife.
I hate that saying. Too.
Yeah, I'm
God,
just
I-
like, wow, your wife sounds like a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
And in fact, I want to encourage happy life, happy wife, because if you create a happy life for yourself, by default, you will have a happy wife in it. So
True.
just do that. And shut up and don't say that to me.
Just keep bringing home the bacon.
Yeah,
Tom,
I'm like
and everybody
literally.
will be happy.
Yeah.
I just feel like don't talk about my wife like that. She's not like a tyrant in our household
Yeah.
who's makes everybody miserable if she's miserable.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's how I feel when I hear that. So that actually somebody said that. I don't remember what I was talking about, but like in general, I will jest that I lose the battles in my house with my wife, like when we disagree on something. But it's not even like that. It's like if I see the look on her face where it's important to her, and I'm just like, okay, we'll do it. That's it.
Yeah.
And there's no tyranny. There's no. I can joke with her because she's got a good sense of humor about it, and we can laugh together. And if my joke ever bothered her, I'd apologize wholeheartedly. But like,
with your fingers crossed.
yeah, but if I'm talking about something I did like that, and I don't even know who the hell it was. I didn't know him well enough to tell him to shut up. But that's the first thing I thought to myself. I was like, no, man, like,
Yeah, I hate that saying.
Yeah, I'm not a hostage. That's what I think.
Yeah.
That's good.
You're
That's good.
grumpy as hell. You're really
I'm getting
grumpy.
grumpy right now talking about it.
Yeah.
So,
My grumpy old man. I'm not harping on my wife or my kids. It's just something.
Again?
No, it's just something that bothers me seeing it. I understand being in a household with 6 people, that the dishes are gonna pile up, but nothing pisses me off more in the world than when there's a bunch of dishes stacked up and then I open the dishwasher up and it's empty. I'm like,
yeah.
Skip. Just put it in there. Like just rinse it and just put it in there, and then no one has to be assigned the chores of dishes.
Putting the dishes up.
Like I don't have to go to the kids later and be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
you're on dishes today," because it's been empty for a day. You could have just put your cup in there, skip the whole thing. Now I don't have
You
to
should
blame
just start
anybody.
slinging a few when that happens. Just throw it across the room.
That's
and let it
Harper's
break.
job. She's broken so many glasses.
just
You're running
only
away.
give them 1 fork, 1 plate, 1 glass. Hide everything else. They'll have to do dishes if they want to eat. And
Military style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
This
so.
is your fork. This is your plate.
Dare I say it's a work ethic thing, but it just work ethic stuff drives me nuts.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just bad work ethic that you can't just like. We're a team in the house, you know. We talk about
I'm
that.
gonna work on that.
We're a team in the
trying.
house. Like, you shouldn't make it somebody else's responsibility. So like, just take your fucking cup and just put it in the dishwasher.
You know what's cool about this show is if we keep this up the way we plan on doing it, we'll be able to in real time test that theory, because I am trying to teach Amelia and Michael that it takes a team to run a household,
Yeah.
and you're on that team too.
Yeah.
This is your part. This is Daddy's part. This
And
is
I
Mom's
love
part.
that though. I think
Yeah.
that's
See if that.
that's how you
that
make a house
translates.
function. That's
There
how
you
you
go.
make your kids understand
We're
things
still
that they're
kids.
not going to learn in school.
We're in this together.
Yeah.
And,
That's
and
right.
home ec's not a thing anymore. None of
Yeah.
that stuff matters anymore
Yeah.
in school. So like they got to learn it from somewhere. I want them to learn it at home.
We're the head of the household, guys. We got to
Yeah.
lead the charge.
Thank you.